Funding for Schaefer-Ellis is provided by
Squarespace, the sponsor of today's video. So recently, I watched the trailer for the new Phineas and Ferb revival that's dropping on Mario Kart Deltarune Day. And it looks like the show just kept on going. Aside from a couple of the voice actors sounding different, I really hope Baljeet's voice actor isn't wrecking his vocal cords in particular. Aside from that, it's pretty indistinguishable from the show that we all know and love, and people seem to be excited. I'm happy about that, but for some reason I couldn't fully explain. I just kind of watched this trailer and felt apathetic? Like, it's not bad, but there's no jokes or ideas that really wowed me at all. It's just more Phineas and Ferb. And I love Phineas and Ferb. It's one of my all-time favorite cartoons, and it still holds up completely. Hell, I rewatch Night of the Living Pharmacists every Halloween. I can't stress enough that the original series is wonderful and had an incredible run. That's the thing though. Phineas and Ferb got 4 seasons consisting of 129 episodes, plus 2 feature-length films. And I just keep thinking about that staggering number, which so many cartoons could never dream of reaching. And I think, isn't that enough? I just can't help but feel like I've gotten everything I wanted out of these characters already. This isn't like Clone High, which barely managed to get going in its initial run, or Samurai Jack, where the main goal of the series' plot was never fulfilled. Reviving those shows made perfect sense, the quality of said revivals notwithstanding. But this show just has so much to it already, on top of being episodic with no overarching story to conclude. So it just feels like the main motivating factor as to why this series revival exists is money. Disney just wants their most successful cartoon back, so here it is. And to be fair, the original creative team is down to bring it back. Maybe a little too down. Yeah, let's talk about Dan and Swampy now. But before we do, here's a leaked scene from the revival. Hey Ferb, you ever go on the internet? Yeah, me too. You know what though? I think it would be really cool to build something on there. That's it! I know what we're gonna do today. We're gonna build a website with Squarespace. Squarespace is a wonderful online website builder that enables you to create beautiful websites for your business or personal hobby. I adore how easy they make it to showcase your expertise and engage clients with video content on your website. You can make stunning video libraries and even monetize your content by adding a paywall. Perfect for online courses, exclusive tutorials, and premium workshops. If you want to get discovered fast, that's where integrated Squarespace SEO tools come in. Every website is optimized to be indexed with meta descriptions, an auto-generated sitemap, and more, letting you pop up more often on search engines and attract way more customers. Squarespace also offers lots of built-in donation tools. You can create a professional, on-brand website that makes it easy to accept one-time or recurring contributions, and engage your supporters. Use built-in email campaigns and marketing tools to connect with your community and inspire more people to support your cause. Check out squarespace.com/Schaefer-Ellis for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use promo code Schaefer-Ellis to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Dan Povenmire and Jeff Swampy Marsh are the duo behind Phineas and Ferb, as well as the voices of Dr. Doofenshmirtz and Major Monogram, respectively. They created an incredible show with a long, impressive run, concluding with an emotional goodbye in 2015. But they just have not been able to help themselves in terms of bringing these characters back. Their next show together, Milo Murphy's Law, was pretty fun. Weird Al voices the main character who fucks everything up with his terrible bad luck. Povenmire and Marsh also play a pair of homosexual time travel agents who need to protect the pistachio from extinction. It's great! And then in the season 1 finale, Dr. Doofenshmirtz returns since it's revealed that he has a pretty pivotal role in the overarching plot. Not only that, the rest of the main Phineas and Ferb cast returns for a big crossover event that opens season 2 of the show and concludes the dramatic, high-stakes storyline from the previous season. There is nothing wrong with bringing the Phineas and Ferb cast back in this fashion. It's a nice reason to get to see them again, since it is just a one-time thing. Except no! Doof's building gets destroyed at the end of the episode, so now he just lives with the main character's family for the entirety of season 2. Why? This is commonly cited by fans as one of the show's biggest mistakes. Doof just takes up so much screen time that could have gone to developing the characters in this show that we haven't spent nearly as much time with. Perry even shows up for a couple episodes, including the final arc, even though he doesn't really have a relationship with anyone except Doof. It's just awkward, and it's hard to tell if Doof's excessive presence is a way to nostalgia pander to Phineas and Ferb fans, or just because Dan and Swampy really just wanted any excuse to keep using Doof, instead of letting him go. I mean, at the end of Phineas and Ferb's original run, they made 2 backdoor pilots for Doof-centric spin-offs that didn't get picked up. Those being Doof 101 and the Alka Files. Neither of these episodes particularly impressed me and made me want to see more of either premise. But they got our chance to give us more Doof by sneaking him into a completely different show that could have used that time to form more of its own identity. After Milo Murphy's Law was canceled on a cliffhanger, we got the second out of 3 grand returns of Phineas and Ferb in the form of the Disney Plus movie Candace Against the Universe. And it was really good, a fun, one-off, blast from the past revival. The thing is though, I don't think it really added anything to or left an impact on the legacy of Phineas and Ferb as a whole. It was a pretty standard adventure by the standards of these characters. And while I liked it, the show would be no different if it never existed. You cannot say the same thing about the first Phineas and Ferb movie, Across the Second Dimension. That movie added so much to the series and gave us character dynamics and pairings we never thought we'd see. Whereas the main thesis of Candace Against the Universe seemed to be, let's make another typical Phineas and Ferb story. I mean, it is a little unique since Doof joins the kids and starts beefing with Isabella of all people. There's a bit of a new dynamic there, but it isn't all that interesting. Now we are here at the 3rd major return of the Phineas and Ferb cast. And I just feel like I've seen them enough in the past few years. Especially Doof. The amount of times they try and conclude his story and say he'll be good from now on, only for him to just return to being evil because he has to be evil and fight Perry, it's just kinda lame. You know, Vanessa offers this really good psychological analysis in the finale on how Doof is really just a nice guy deluding himself into thinking he's evil out of service to his backstories. And he really takes that to heart and realizes he can just be good. I guess that scene doesn't matter then. To be fair though, my main concern with this revival isn't character regression, it's just, is the PNF formula still able to feel fresh and fun? Phineas and Ferb is miraculous in the way it takes that same formula of the boys building something, Candace trying to bust them, and Doof accidentally causing the invention to disappear, and maintaining that across over 100 episodes without it getting stale. But I do kind of feel like they were running out of steam at the end of the original run. Season 4 is home to a lot of my favorite episodes, but most of those were the specials, like Night of the Living Pharmacists or the Star Wars special. The regular Invention episodes that season felt like going through the motions, in a way the regular Invention episodes in the first few seasons never did. And that's the main vibe I got from this trailer. Going through the motions. I love these characters, and I do think there are interesting things you can still do with them, but you gotta take them out of their comfort zone for that. Maybe you could set it during the school year and see how the characters go about making school fun. Get weird with the pairings. Have an Isabella Vanessa episode. Have Buford meet Rodney or something, I don't know. I just would ideally like to see new things out of a revival of Phineas and Ferb. But we gotta stick to the formula because fans like the formula, so why not? More of the same PNF until the end of time. Honestly, and I doubt many other people share this sentiment, but I would rather have a revival of Milo Murphy's Law. Let that show find more of its own voice and identity. Let those characters be in the spotlight more. Obviously that won't happen because there's no money in that, but I think it would be cool if those characters became recurring faces in this new Phineas and Ferb season. Have them hijack this show, see how they like it. Nah, just including them in PNF's large recurring ensemble would be more than enough. It's something different, you know? If not them, I'm just hoping for some fun new characters in this season. Spice up the dynamics and the formula. Give Carl a girlfriend or something, I don't know. Something that makes this feel just a little bit different and unique from the show that started airing during the Bush administration. I'm glad the art style is the same, I'm glad the voice actors are the same. It's a revival that clearly isn't striving to piss off fans of the original series in any way. But I just kinda hope it's a bit more adventurous than just standard PNF fare. Cause I think I got my fill of that already when I was 16. That's not me saying I'm too old for PNF in general now. I think this is very clearly made with OG fans in mind. But I'm just personally not all that excited, and I figured it was worth telling you guys why. I sincerely hope this revival succeeds and everybody loves it. Hell, I hope I love it and all this bitching was for nothing. I just think there's more than enough of this show already, and I don't really need it to continue. But that's just me. I sincerely hope this show exceeds all expectations, drops some more Grammy-winning bangers, and brings about world peace. Oh, and they gotta do Meet Me in St. Louis this time. There's no excuse, it needs to happen. Good night, Tri-State Area. Oh, hey, wait, this is the show that I got that sign-off from the Getting the Band Back Together episode.
Good night, Tri-State Area!
Yeah, I don't know why I started saying that at the end of every video, just because I don't even know why. Just cuz. Good night, Tri-State Area.